Lululemon?
And that you were following them, obviously, and that you got a gun.
That doesn't mean you get aggressive, push me out of the way, start unloading my car.
Push you out of the way.
You wear that shit, Plmont.
Yes, at the back of the car.
No, I want Lululemon.
Lindsay was not answering their phone calls all day today. So they thought
You
she
fruitcake
killed herself,
ass
to be
MF.
honest.
You see, you get on my meat.
Lindsay, your reaction to going home. Your message for the boys. Lindsay, are you excited to see the boys? Your message for your boys at home?
Behind the glamour of an NFL star and a pageant queen lies a web of betrayal and a chilling murder-for-hire plot.
But where am I?
Man with Lil Durk in him. Damn! Man with Lil Durk in him. Alright, my fault. My fault. Nigga, no. Nope.
I'll sell one to you for $50.
Send it, and I'll say the money.
It gotta be with your husband.
Discover the shocking twists and turns of the Shiver saga that rocked both the sports and beauty worlds.
Blink twice if you want to buy
She's the
one.
ex-beauty queen accused of hiring a hitman to kill her husband. How you guys feeling today?
We're ready
I
to see
bet.
what's happening today. We're hopeful.
You confident?
We're hopeful.
You're hopeful?
Yes.
Welcome to the channel, where we dive deep into the stories that make headlines and reveal the hidden truths behind them. From celebrity secrets to high-stakes true crime drama, we bring you the facts with integrity and style.
The whole reason we're here is they said that you were following them, and they said you were harassing them.
Don't miss out on the full story of Lindsay
Chad,
and Robert
if y'all- what
Shiver's
would y'all do-
dramatic downfall.
What would if y'all found out y'all wife was trying to kill y'all? Like, how would you react to that?
Your opinion matters.
I feel like my
Join
wife
our
tried to kill
community
me.
and stay updated
I
on
don't know,
every
I might
twist
just not
and
even call the
turn
police. I might just
in
do it
this
myself to her.
jaw-dropping scandal. Lindsay Shiver, a 36-year-old pageant queen, is married to Robert Shiver, a 38-year-old former NFL star. They have 3 beautiful kids, a multi-million-dollar mansion in Georgia, and a luxurious vacation home in the Bahamas, where their neighbors include Michael Jordan and Tom Brady. It sounds like a dream life,
Golly!
right? But then
These niggas.
things took a turn for the worse. In February 2023,
Nah, bro.
both Lindsay and Robert wanted a divorce.
So what's going on? Y'all are separated, or what's the deal?
We have filed for divorce,
Okay.
living in the same house. It's hell on earth, as you can imagine.
Okay.
But anyway, woke up this morning, we have travel plans to leave, and he's insisting that I don't go.
Okay.
The big issue? Both of them wanted custody of the kids, even though they were separated and fighting over custody.
Where's your husband been staying?
Oh, at my house.
Okay.
It's a lovely
Go
situation.
back to the game.
So he just isn't home. He
No,
hasn't
bitch.
come home yet. Okay.
Nigga,
I'll
you
try
a
my
crime
son, who I
solver.
tried earlier and had talked to.
Duh, nigga, what do you think I'm watching this?
69.
You gotta think about it. She hired a hitman to kill her husband, to cheat. Let's sit here and think about this. Your girl do that? Nigga, what?
But now I'm sure Robert
Nigga, what?
I'm not answering the phone.
Come on now.
Lindsay continued living
You
in
gotta
the same
tombstone
house
her
with
ass.
the kids and
Wait,
Robert.
where are your dreads?
This made things even more tense. Living together while separated created a lot of friction. They often clashed, and one such incident was caught on police body cam footage on April 30th, 2023. The video shows Lindsay talking to first responders and her mother-in-law in Thomasville, Georgia. Lindsay
I thought niggas
explained
had
that
cut
she
they
was in
shit.
a heated custody dispute over her children.
I ain't never
Lindsay
come out to no more.
Shiver was born
Loudly
Lindsay Shirley
crying
on
face,
October
loudly crying
28,
face, loudly
1986 in
crying face.
Dothan,
I ain't never come
Alabama.
out no more.
At the time of the incident, she was
Hold on, what's she
36
born?
years old. 36 in
Nigga gone B80 with dreads.
For sure.
Dothan, Alabama.
100.
At the time of the
Dead with 'em.
incident, she was 36 years old. Her parents live happily together, and she has 2 brothers, making for a close-knit family. Lindsay attended
dreads
Houston
like Lil
Academy,
Wayne.
a private school, before moving on to Troy
Wayne shit,
University
hold on, back
and then
to it.
Auburn University, both in Alabama. In 2005, she was named Miss Houston County and competed in the National Peanut Festival pageant, where she won second runner-up. She graduated from Auburn in 2009 with a degree in marketing. Lindsay explained to the responding officer that she was in the process of a divorce and was now caught in a custody dispute with her family.
On the way back this morning, they were in Wiggum 30 minutes ago.
23
They were headed home, and then I get the message that he's dropping them with his parents, who have no rights.
Okay.
So as a
Do they got
witness
Lululemon for gas?
that's why I called y'all to meet me at his parents' house.
Ask for a friend.
You called?
I called. I was the first one to call.
I asked who my complainant was, and they said the white Lexus. And
No,
then,
I called first
okay.
this morning, and then I've been on the phone with the attorney and trying to dial them to ask them where the kids were and where they were meeting them so that I could call y'all to let you know.
Lindsay's husband, Robert Shiver, is 38 years old. He went to a private school called
What's her P.O.
Brookwood
box
School
need
in
that Hitman
Thomasville,
info?
Georgia, where he was quite the athlete, playing baseball, basketball,
You get a P.O. box in jail? I don't need to know none of this.
and football. On April 30th, 2023, things escalated. The responding officer, a deputy from Thomas County
So that's what
Sheriff's
niggas mean by
Office,
put some on your books,
explained
they
that
put in your P.O.
Lindsay's
box?
mother-in-law had called law enforcement. She reported that Lindsay had been following her around and making threatening remarks.
So they
Loudly
called
crying
and said
face,
that you were
loudly
following
crying
them
face, loudly crying
and
face.
harassing
I never knew that.
And that's why.
That's not the
So,
truth. I was just trying to see where they were going to meet my kids, if I needed to call you to tell you it was the gas station or...
I'm finna put some noodles on her
Instead,
shit.
Lindsay said she was the one who called dispatch,
You know,
following
say it loud,
her
right?
attorney's recommendation.
Motherfucker, you going to jail
what
for
time
life.
did you call dispatch?
Let's see.
Mont,
Got
let's
a lot of
watch
people this
Yudi
morning
catching
now.
cheaters.
At 12:38.
I guess after this one.
27 problems.
Okay, so
127.
that was probably that might have been the original call then. I don't know. There's no crime here, so we're not.
But where are my kids?
I don't know. Unless
Okay. First thing first. How the fuck he supposed to know where your kids at? Second thing. She said, I called my attorney so he can figure out where my kids at.
She looks sneaky ASL.
I ain't going to read the title no more. You will see. You will see. My nigga, when they got the little batty ass like that, they either finna kill you or they up to no good. America's both.
I figured they got to be with your
She want Lululemon. You can't trust her.
Just frolicking around and can until he drops them with them.
She believed her
Lululemon
husband had their
2023?
kids,
But they don't
but he
say
wasn't answering her calls. A bit of background on Robert. After graduating from high school, he went to Auburn University as a walk-on for their football team, the Auburn Tigers. Robert's efforts paid off, and he eventually received a 3-year scholarship with the Auburn Tigers. By his senior year, he was listed on the 2008 roster as a deep snapper, standing 6'3" and weighing 222 pounds.
That nigga
He
chill.
went on to have a short stint in the NFL,
White
playing
version.
for the Atlanta Falcons. In 2009, Robert transitioned to a career at Senior Life Insurance Company, where he now serves as the executive vice president.
when was he supposed to bring the kids back to you? This morning.
Oh, yeah. No one's answering the phone.
Yeah.
The sheriff's deputy explained that Lindsay's in-laws also contacted law enforcement, saying they feared for their safety.
The whole reason we're here is they said that you were following them, and they said you were harassing them. And let me read it. I'm pretty sure they said threatening them, but it's
Yeah, he got the blacked out sheriff car? That's
During
nice.
the incident, the first responder noted a gun, which Lindsay denied having.
They were saying that you were following them, obviously, and that you got a gun, which isn't illegal. It doesn't
No, it
matter.
don't, though.
It doesn't matter, though.
But I don't.
And
Oh, my God.
yeah,
Oh,
so
God.
the
You're welcome to
mother-in-law
search my car.
something is she's freaking out apparently,
She's
but
hypomanic. Just a mental issue. All
Yeah.
three of the people in the car have it.
Hypermanic. What the fuck is it? What's hypermanic? Hyperventilating. Hypermanic. Unusually extreme physical and mental activity. Hypermania is a term that is not commonly used anymore. The term is often used to describe a state of unusually extreme physical and mental activity, often involving a loss of judgment and feelings of great. That should confuse me even more.
yeah,
They don't need my kids.
yeah. Yeah, they're saying the same thing. That's why we showed
These are
up.
my kids that they don't have a right to.
Yeah.
Can I try to call my husband with you right here?
Later, Lindsay's mother-in-law brought up the alleged weapon again, asking the officer directly about it. Lindsay insisted she was sure she didn't have one. Officials explained that Lindsay had not broken any laws and suggested that her in-laws should head home. At this point, her mother-in-law claimed she was a nervous wreck.
You guys can go about your business, okay? If she's following you or you feel like she's threatening you in any way, from moving forward, you can call 911 again. But with what we have right now, I'm afraid there's nothing we can do, okay? This whole thing's been documented and recorded, so you ain't got to worry about that, okay? We just don't have nothing. We're not doctors.
There she is, right there.
That's not her.
Is that somebody else?
No, that's somebody else.
Make me nervous. I'm a nervous wreck.
Her mother-in-law then described a threatening text Lindsay allegedly sent to her own mother. Finally, she voiced her concern about going home, making an ominous comment about the toxic environment in Lindsay's home. She also references Lindsay's mental state, making a comment about overdose.
Lindsay was not answering their phone calls all day today. So they thought she killed herself, to be honest, and had taken an overdose or something.
Lindsay was not answering their phone calls all day today, so they thought she had killed herself. That's how the body cam footage captured a glimpse of the custody battle between an NFL star and his pageant queen wife. But that's not where the drama ends. Before we move further, let's look into how they got together. Lindsay Shirley and Robert Shiver met—
Wait, I'm lost. So because she answered the phone, they thought she had offed herself. But like, could she not have just been busy? Like I said, odors what? Like cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin, promethazine, lean.
Auburn University in a fitness class. They married in March 2010 and have been together for 13 years. S-class. Lindsay Shirley and Robert Shiver met at Auburn University in a fitness class. They married in March 2010 and have been together for 13 years. The couple has 3 young boys, aged 4, 10, and 11. As time went on, Lindsay started to change. She ended up in an affair. From the outside, everything seemed perfect, but she had been bored for a long time. Lindsay was a firecracker living a double life. At home, she was the Georgia housewife with lovely kids, but on vacation in the Bahamas, her bad girl side would emerge. She got caught up in something really bad. It's sad, Lindsay made frequent trips to the island of Abaco in the Bahamas, where she and her husband have a vacation home. Just 3.5 months after the first body cam footage, another police body cam video surfaced from an incident at the Shivers' home in Georgia on July 16, 2023, in the city of Thomasville.
He knew she was. So while he knew she was having this affair? If you knew, that's crazy. If you don't know, that's crazy. Either way, it's crazy, but one way is crazy than the other way. I'm not gonna lie. If he knew, he should have been dropped her ass.
Police department officers responded to the Shivers' home after Lindsay called the police. The video starts with Lindsay Shiver and 3 officers standing in her driveway. She explains to the officers that they filed for a divorce, but they're still living in the same house.
So what's going on? Y'all are separated, or what's the deal?
We have filed for divorce.
Okay.
Living in the same house. It's hell on earth, as you can imagine.
Okay.
But anyway, woke up this morning. We have travel plans to leave. And he's insisting that I don't go.
Okay.
And then I have my keys. He moves me out of the way, starts trying to unload my car. Tells me he owns the car, he owns the rights to it. Just got super aggressive, and that's when I called immediately, because he's been physical before, and I'm just not.
Okay. So are you just wanting to leave, or is he supposed to be going with you?
Yeah, we're supposed to be going with our kids.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know that's what I was asking dispatch, like what y'all can do if there's even, but of course now he's inside acting.
Lindsay told the officers they had travel plans that morning. She called the police because her husband physically moved her away from her car and tried to unload their kids' suitcases from it. The Shivers' vacation home is on Great Abaco Island, one of the smaller, less populated spots in the Abaco chain of islands.
ADACO. Damn! 6,000 a month? Oh my god, these niggas have money. 6,000 a month, 2.9 million, 500,000. Damn. And they say they own a house on there, so that means they bought the whole piece of land with it. 3.7. Yeah, I'm pocket watching. I ain't gonna lie. They spending Sims type money in this motherfucker, man. They spending money like they in the sales in them bit. I thought I found their house. Like they in the Sims or something. I'm like, oh no!
Islands. Robert suspected Lindsay was cheating and hired a private investigator to follow her around the island in the Bahamas. The PI took photos of Lindsay with her 28-year-old lover, Terrence Adrian Bethel, who goes by Adrian. When Robert found out about the affair in February, Lindsay's family and friends urged her to end the fling and come to her senses. But by then, Lindsay had become completely obsessed with Adrian. This obsession created a rift between her and Robert, leading to the police being called to their residence for what essentially turned into a domestic violence case. The responding officer asked Lindsay what she wanted them to do and how they could help her.
I mean, I don't know what it is that you want us to do. I mean, if y'all have filed for divorce and y'all are going on a vacation, other than telling him he needs to calm down, I don't personally recommend you go on a vacation if there's an issue like that and y'all have filed for divorce. Right. I mean, it's obviously a hostile situation. Right. So, is there a way that you can go without him, or? I mean, the best thing, what we're going to do is tell y'all that y'all need to separate. Right. I mean, has he put his hands on you that, you know, have y'all been physically aggressive today? I mean...
No, just besides him moving me out of the way of my car to get to it.
Okay, what do you mean he moved you out of the way?
Like pushed me out of the way so he could get to my car and start unloading it.
I wonder how hard she was saying.
The officers then wanted to speak with Robert after asking Lindsay if he had done anything physical to her or put his hands on her.
Okay, so what's...
Me personally, I would say hell no. Move you or not, I'm saying hell no, man.
What's going on this morning?
So for the last 3 weeks, maybe longer, she's had her couples trip planned with her boyfriend to go to Key West.
Okay, but she just said you're going.
I'm taking my kids, my 3 boys, to the Bahamas this morning.
Our kids.
Our kids. Yesterday, she sent a message saying that she's going to change her plans and now get on the airplane with me and the kids to go to the Bahamas.
But I own too, by the way.
And when we land, she's going to go to her boyfriend.
Elsewhere.
And me and the kids are going to our house.
When Robert found out about Lindsay's affair 5 months ago, he confronted Adrian Bethel, saying something sarcastic like, "Thanks for taking care of my wife." Robert then cut off Lindsay's access to their Bahamas home and private jet.
Damn.
In early April, Robert filed for divorce, citing Lindsay's adultery as the reason. He claimed the marriage was irrevocably broken and stated that Lindsay wasn't entitled to alimony because she was able to work, pointing to her marketing degree from Auburn University as her means to support herself. In the divorce filing, Robert requested sole custody of their 3 boys and wanted to keep their $2.5 million 7-bedroom home in Thomasville, Georgia, along with...
God! See, like this up to our because I swear Adrian better be Michael... Bro, Adrian better be Michael Jackson rich, my nigga. You tell me she cheated on a nigga with this type of bread, my nigga? God damn. Nigga got a house in Cancun, whatever that place is called, Picasso's. Then he got this, bro. 2.5 million. He has a golf cart. You know how rich you gotta be? You gotta be a rich nigga to have a golf cart.
All its furnishings and his vehicle. For the past 3 weeks, Lindsay had planned a couple's trip to Key West with her boyfriend. However, she changed her plans and decided to fly to the Bahamas with him and the kids on their private jet. Robert said he wouldn't allow her to board the plane with him and the kids, believing it would be too confusing for them. Robert owns 50% of their airplane, and Lindsay owns 25%. Robert said the other co-owner...
Hold on, 50%. That's 75%? Nigga, who owns those 25%? Oh, wait.
Agreed with him that Lindsay should not be allowed on the plane.
Nigga, who owns those 25%?
And you're not getting on the airplane. That can mess with the kids' heads. And it's just something we're not going to do. Well, I own 50% of an airplane. She, on paper, owns 25 of that. And majority owner, the other 50% owner, and myself are both in agreement to not have her on the airplane. So 75% says we don't want you on the plane.
Lindsay brought up the alleged pushing incident, but Robert denied pushing her away from the car.
That doesn't mean you get aggressive, push me out of the way, start unloading my car.
Push you out of the way?
Yes, at the back of the car.
Okay. Lindsay, I did not push you or anything.
He doesn't want me to go.
I raised the back to grab my kids' suitcases. So
with a locked car.
So we could leave.
I'm going to tell you both, like I told you a minute ago, y'all are filed for divorce, okay? In situations like this, the best thing that we always recommend is y'all separate. Don't just separate from each other. You don't need to be going on vacation together if you file for divorce and it's obviously a volatile situation.
That's
right.
That, I mean, I don't know how else to put it other than that, okay?
The officer explained to both Robert and Lindsay that if the pushing did occur, it would be considered simple assault.
As far as the pushing and shoving, say Georgia advises that you put your hands on each other, that is an act of simple assault, and you can be arrested on that for family violence, okay?
However, since it's a case of he said, she said, and there's no proof, it's hard to determine if it actually happened.
You're saying he did, he's saying he didn't. So I can't sit here. It's a he said, she said situation. We run into it all the time.
He got a $2.5 million house. They got a $2.5 million house in a private jet in his private island house, but no cameras. Like, ain't no cameras around to show that he didn't do this or to show that he did do this. Like, I don't know.
So what's gonna?
All of the people that I know, if I'm an aggressive or abusive person.
Do you want me to show them the photos?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen today. I'm gonna generate a report that we were out here and that we made contact with the both of you. I'm gonna generate a report that states you said he physically moved you away from the vehicle by pushing you away from the vehicle. You say, I didn't do that. I opened the back hatch of the vehicle, got suitcases out.
Suitcase, and she stepped in front saying you're not grabbing them and moved me out of the way.
Exactly. And we're not going to go back and forth. That's how we're going to do that.
The officer then wrote up a miscellaneous family violence report. Robert then clarifies the legality of moving the luggage from the black Escalade his wife drives into his truck.
Now, since I own this vehicle and it's solely in my name.
It's marital property right now. She still has access to it.
Okay, I understand she has access to it, but can I not get my kids' suitcases out of the back?
Yes.
You can get your children's property out of it.
So he can get the kids' stuff out of my car.
It's marital property.
Thank you.
And I don't have any paperwork saying that he's not allowed access to the children's property.
He's just not able to move me out of the way to get it. Right.
As Robert moved the kids' suitcases from Lindsay's Escalade to his truck, Lindsay insisted she was still going. Robert told her that the pilot said it was too late to add her to the flight.
I'm still going, Robert, so you can take...
The pilot already said, Lindsay, that it's too late to put you on. And that he has to pick up the other owner after he drops us, so we can't be late.
Yeah, these three people shared a
The day
private
after
flight.
Robert filed for divorce, Lindsay submitted her own divorce papers. Her filing argues that the marriage is irreparably broken with no chance of reconciliation. Lindsay claimed for divorce, Lindsay submitted her own divorce papers. The day after Robert filed for divorce, Lindsay submitted her own divorce papers. The day after Robert filed for divorce, Lindsay submitted her own divorce papers. Her filing argues that the marriage is irreparably broken with no chance of reconciliation. Lindsay claimed she feels unsafe at home and alleged that Robert had been abusive, physically.
Hold on. He filed for divorce. Then she thought to herself, let me go file for divorce. Then she also thought to herself, Let me say this nigga been whooping my ass like he Ike Turner and I'm Tina.
Mentally and emotionally in front of their kids. She said she installed locks on the interior doors for her protection. In her civil suit, Lindsay accused Robert of punishing her financially, hiding money, and cutting her off from the funds she needed to manage the household. She's taken on debt she can't afford and asked that Robert be responsible for it. Lindsay also claims he uses their kids to hurt her by limiting her contact with them and taking them away for long stretches. Lindsay said in the suit that she's been the primary caregiver for the children since birth, has been a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and has limited job opportunities. She argued that her affair happened during their separation and was legally condoned by Robert. As the responding officer saw Lindsay preparing to leave, he asked where she was going. Lindsay replied that she needed to pick up 2 of her kids.
Okay, so are you leaving now?
I have to go get my kids.
Okay, all right.
There's 2 that are at other places.
Okay, all right. Like I said, my only recommendation for you is that y'all just separate.
Well, it's always just going to be a he said, she said.
I mean, you get video footage, you have surveillance cameras, you have something
that
I can look at and say,
he
put his hands on you. I mean, you know, we have an independent witness that's non-biased. I mean, you know, something, other statements. But right now I have you and him, and, you know, he's saying one thing, you're saying another, you know. I mean, if it's this type of situation, y'all just need to separate. I mean, just don't be around each other if it's going to be like this.
So how do we do that with 3 kids?
Robert stepped out of the garage with a young child in his arms and carefully placed him in his truck.
So now I'm able to get my kids' stuff back out of the vehicle.
Okay, why are we doing this though? Why do you need to do that?
Well, because he's taking my kids.
So we're going to go back and so we're going to stand here while y'all go back and forth moving suitcases back and forth between cars.
So that's what's just happened.
If that's what you feel like you need to do, then by all means do it. But you understand it's making the situation worse, and you're doing it in front of the children now.
Robert then informs Lindsay that he is doing exactly what he had planned weeks earlier, and Lindsay is not a part of it. The police officer goes back to her police cruiser and gets 2 pamphlets and writes the case number on each of them. She then walks back up to the house and hands one to Lindsay. Then she hands the other to Robert as he straps his little boy into his car seat. Lindsay's
what type of car seat is that? Is that a booster car seat, my nigga? Y'all see that bottom piece? Why that bitch so like? It's like it got like an extra leg. I never seen a booster car seat. That's different. Is that a booster car seat?
Oh no, that's the other to Robert as he straps his
funny.
little boy into his car seat. Lindsay's lover, Adrian Bethel, hails from Abaco. He's a charming guy who enjoys mingling with tourists and people who own second homes in the Bahamas. Adrian worked as a bartender at Grabber's Bar and Grill, which is about 3 miles from Baker's Bay, the exclusive community where the Shivers have their vacation home. Reports say that Lindsay and Adrian first met at Grabber's Bar. According to a friend who spoke to the New York Post, once Robert filed for divorce, Lindsay was open about her affair with Adrian. She spent a lot of time with him and his friends, not trying to hide their relationship. Lindsay suspected that her husband, whose family owns property in Baker's Bay, was using his influence to make things difficult for Adrian. Farron Newbold Jr., known as Fallow, is also from Abaco. He and Adrian Bethel have been friends since childhood. Farron comes from a good family and works hard. He has a job with Bahamas Power and Light, where he is an engineer, and he's also an aspiring music producer and rapper. He helps his father, who's a prominent figure in Abaco, particularly after Hurricane Dorian devastated the island in 2019. While investigating the break-in at Grabber's Bar, the police searched the phones of staff members, including Adrian Bethel's. They found messages and photos on WhatsApp between Lindsay, Adrian, and Farron, allegedly discussing plans to kill Robert Shiver. Lindsay is said to have... Bethel's. They found messages and photos on WhatsApp between Lindsay, Adrian, and Farron, allegedly discussing plans to kill Robert Shiver. Lindsay is said to have sent Farron pictures of Robert with a message saying, "Kill him."
Y'all know who should have been watching this shit? Look, he should have been watching this shit, bro. They been looking at the phones, bro. Think about it. They been looking at the phones, bro. He should have been watching this, my nigga. That's who should have been watching this video. Damn. Man, like, she gotta be the dumb motherfucker. Like, just imagine you, like, planning to kill your partner, you, like, kill him. Yeah. Here go a picture. Okay, yeah. Here go the address. Yeah, here's his birthday. Yeah. I'm never gonna get caught. How dumb can you be? I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I'm not going that extent through WhatsApp. With me and the person, I'm patting you down. No bullshit. I don't give a fuck if you're a nigga and you a hitman. If you a nigga and you a hitman, bruh, I'm telling you right now, I'm going up the prostate, everything. I'm patting you down every which way to make sure I don't get caught in a murder for hire. You feel me? As soon as you come up in there, strip. And I'm putting you in the shower. I'm putting you in the shower, just pouring water on you, just so I know you ain't got no wires on you. Cause you're not gonna catch me. You're not catching me in a murder for hire. I promise you. I'm going to every length and extent, my nigga. No bullshit, bruh. I'm telling you, bro. You're not catching me, bro.
This message was allegedly sent on July 16th, the same day the police visited Lindsay and Robert's home in Georgia, as shown in body cam footage. During her police interview, Lindsay initially denied sending the
I'm telling you, I'm pouring water on those niggas and everything,
messages. However, once the police presented undeniable evidence, she admitted to sending them. She later claimed she was just venting and never really intended to have her husband murdered. Robert was informed
a nigga fell off a bridge.
Nigga, you fell off a bridge? Are you alive? So, I mean, adding up. It's probably dead.
About the plot by Bahamian police and quickly flew back to the United States, likely out of concern for his and his children's safety. After their arrest, Lindsay Shiver, Adrian Bethel, and Farron Newbold were transported from Guana to Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas. They all face up to 60 years in prison if convicted of the attempted hit plot. Lindsay was held at
Hold on.
From Guana to Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas. They all face up to 60 years in prison if convicted of the attempted hit plot.
Game has been updated to just chatting.
So you telling me these niggas only get 60 years if they're convicted for murder, hate, but live their life? And this is his wife. Nigga, what? Let's keep it all. Let's keep it even all the way around, bruh. These motherfuckers get 60, live their life. Okay. And because he black, I'm gonna keep it. It's because he's black and he's a rapper. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna just throw that out there. It's because he's black and he's a rapper.
Lindsay was held at Fox Hill Prison in Nassau for 18 days. This prison, managed by the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services,
has been updated to "You Missing Out Gang." Red Circle PL December Marathon. Day 11.
Day 11?
Christmas tree gaming video game plus reactions face with tears of joy. Click here.
Dang, we on day 11. Not for time I'm living up a present on train. Okay.
Is known for its tough conditions, especially for male inmates. There's a separate area for women at the prison where Lindsay was held. While Lindsay was held at Fox Hill Prison, she surprisingly wore a gold diamond-studded Cartier Love bracelet worth thousands of dollars. The guards couldn't remove it because the bracelet required a screwdriver to take off. After 18 days, Lindsay was allowed to apply for bail. She spent 6 hours in a sweltering Nassau police station trying to secure her release on a $100,000 bail. Dressed in flip-flops, ripped blue jeans, and a tight white V-neck, she looked more ready for the beach than for a bail hearing. Her mousy blonde hair was tied up in a messy bun, and her pink nails were perfectly manicured, though she wasn't wearing her wedding ring. Despite her efforts, she was led out in handcuffs and driven back to Fox Hill Prison. A judge ordered her to spend...
She looking like this, bitch. She looking like this, bitch. How the motherfucking nails look out good like that in prison? This bitch. Like, she just looking like she just, ooh.
Led out in handcuffs and driven back to Fox Hill Prison. A judge ordered her to spend at least one more night behind bars before her bail hearing the following Wednesday. At first, it was reported that Lindsay's husband, Robert, had posted her $100,000 bail, but later it turned out he hadn't actually paid it. Instead, Robert had agreed to her release through the prosecutors. Lindsay's family wired the bail money to her Bahamian attorney, and she secured a rental property in the Bahamas, which was a condition of her release. Upon her release, Lindsay spoke briefly with the New York...
Hold on. Bro. She just did a murder for hire on her man. Then he goes, posts her $100,000 bond and says, all you gotta do is live in the Bahamas. Bitch, what? She just tried to get you. And you're talking about go live in the Bahamas? Bitch, go right in jail. Go right in jail. I don't care. Go right in jail. Bro, I'll pay $100,000 to keep you in there even longer. My nigga, what? $1 extra year. No cap, my nigga. No cap. I'm not, bro. What, bro? Send her back to jail. You just trying to kill me. You want me? What? Is he for real? Is he for real?
Post. She said, I really can't say too much right now. It's been hard, but I can't speak about it. She mentioned having issues with her rental car and added, I have to deal with that now on top of everything else, but I really can't say anything more. I'm sorry. Thank you for being respectful. In October 2023, during the court hearings for Lindsay, Adrian Bethel, and Farron Newbold Jr., the three defendants sat together in a reserved area called the dock. At one hearing, Farron Newbold Jr., wearing a face mask, lowered it and glanced toward the
I bet you he snitched. Oh shit, my bad. I bet you he snitched.
Media in the gallery. He seemed curious about the international attention the case was receiving. Lindsay and Adrian Bethel were often seen gazing into each other's eyes and touching, which seemed rather puzzling. Lindsay was even giggling, which baffled many observers. During another court appearance, Lindsay and Adrian's interactions became quite intimate, while Farron Newbold Jr. appeared uninterested in engaging with them. Lindsay's lawyer requested that the legal proceedings be expedited, but the hearing was postponed until December. Prosecutors noted they had not yet completed the voluntary bill of indictment at that time. In December 2023, Lindsay Shiver and the two men pleaded not guilty during a formal arraignment. A trial date was set for March 4, 2024. All three defendants are out on bail, under the condition they stay in Nassau, are tracked by ankle monitors, and adhere to a curfew. Lindsay Shiver is currently out on bail, with some strict conditions. She has to wear a GPS ankle monitor and stick to a curfew. She's rented a Kia sedan for local travel and has leased a place on Cable Beach in Nassau on New Providence Island. She can leave her residence at 6 a.m., but must be back by 8 p.m. Lindsay also has to check in at the Cable Beach police station 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Adrian Bethel and Farron Newbold Jr. were each released on a $20,000 bond. They also have ankle monitors, must follow a curfew, and check in 3 times a week at the Central Police Station in Nassau. The 3 defendants have severe restrictions. They cannot interact with each other or with any witnesses in the case. They're also prohibited from contacting Robert Shiver or coming within 100 feet of him. Lindsay isn't allowed to talk to her children. They must stay in Nassau and have surrendered their passports. Adrian Bethel, after being released on bond, told the Daily Mail that the text messages exchanged between them, Lindsay and Farron, were exaggerated by the police.
Bitch. Bitch. I don't think her bond had been 100,000. I don't think they'd made it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I want to see the text messages. I want to see the text messages. Because at the end of the day, if they was exaggerated by the police, then shit, let me exaggerate them too. Because nigga, what? I'm finna, bro, let me see the text message. I bet you I'll be able to get them out.
He expressed
really
belief that
on.
the charges would be dropped and declared his love for Lindsay Shiver. On December 22, 2023, Lindsay was allowed to return to her parents' home in Alabama while awaiting her trial.
That's what, bro. Look what they doing to my nigga Dirk. Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started, bro. She's in a murder fire. She got 60
Free Diddy till it's backwards.
Bro. Whoa. Whoa. Keep that nigga locked up. $1,000 of baby oil? Bro. $1,000 of baby oil? Keep that nigga locked the fuck up. Hell no, I don't free that nigga, man. I blow up.
Rolling on the floor.
I blow up, and he tried to tell me like, yeah, come to the party, and I say no, and now my car blowing up and shit, bro. Hell no, nigga. Hell no. Keep that nigga locked up. Bro, my Uncle Ruckus at. Keep that nigga locked up, cuz. Hell no. Hell no, we don't want that.
Bahamas. Robert Shiver has denied Lindsay in-person contact with their children during the holiday season. Lindsay's lawyers say she was able to speak with her kids once via FaceTime on Christmas Day, but has since had no further contact. In a later court hearing, a judge allowed Lindsay Shiver to visit Alabama for Christmas and remain there until her trial in the Bahamas begins. However, the judge stipulated that she could not leave Alabama except for divorce or custody proceedings in Georgia. This means Lindsay is not permitted to travel to Georgia, where her children and former home are located. The boys have been left in the care of babysitters for long stretches during the holidays, instead of being with their mother and extended family in Alabama. They were informed that Lindsay is at their grandparents' home.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't care. Nigga, I don't care.
Which has particularly upset the youngest child. Adding to the strain, Robert Shiver sold Lindsay's 2021 Cadillac Escalade without consulting her and removed her personal belongings from the Georgia home they once shared. On September 14, 2023, reality TV star Savannah Chrisley made her relationship with Robert Shiver Instagram official, sharing photos of the two together and kissing. She introduced Robert to her followers, mentioning that he's the guy whose wife recently tried to kill him. Savannah expressed her affection for Robert, highlighting that their romance is very, very new, and noting her appreciation for his normalcy. Savannah revealed that she reached out to Robert through Instagram DMs after reading about him online, admitting with a laugh he's too hot to die. Though the couple is still getting to know each other, Savannah has been impressed by Robert's heart, his ability to listen, and his communication skills. Savannah, who ended her engagement to hockey player Nick Kurtles in 2020.
Chad, do hockey players like make a lot of money? Nigga, I heard MLB players making billions though. I heard something got a 13-year, 700-something million contract.
Yeah.
They do? Like, do they make more than basketball, football, and baseball players? What are they ranking in there?
Not to delve into the drama surrounding Robert's estranged wife. Tragically, just a week after going public with Robert, Savannah's ex-fiance Nick Kurtles was killed in a motorcycle crash. As Savannah moves forward with her new relationship, she continues to share her happiness on Instagram. On November 5th, she posted more photos with Robert, writing, "You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a life that lights you up. Don't ever forget that." Lindsay Shiver's trial date, originally scheduled for March 4th, 2024, was moved to the summer of 2024. A magistrate in the Bahamas has rescheduled the trial. Lindsay will still need to attend pre-trial hearings in May and June, and the trial is expected to begin in July 2024. However, Lindsay's attorneys have confirmed that the trial has been further postponed, with a new date set for October 2024. The Shiver saga is more than just a headline. It's a raw, unfiltered look at the unpredictable paths life can take. From romance to betrayal, from idyllic island getaways to courtroom dramas, this story reveals the extremes of human emotion and the impact of our decisions. As Lindsay Shiver heads to trial, the stakes are high, and the lessons are clear. Love, trust, and the choices we make can define our lives in ways we never imagined. This case is far from over, and its final chapters promise to be as riveting as its beginning. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the twists and turns of the Shiver case. If you're intrigued by these kinds of stories, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not satisfied with that ending, bro. I feel like she's supposed to be in jail, dead, like something's supposed to happen to her.
Codeine dreaming. codeine dreaming. She say that she love me, I know she don't mean it. I know she don't mean it. I can't show no more love, my heart dying. My heart dying. Some people cross me out, but I kept smiling.